Hey guys, welcome to Too Embarrassed to Ask How to Cover a Zit. Well, in case this wasn't completely obvious to you, the way that you cover a zit is by using makeup. You know, concealer or foundation. Now, there are some zits that can be helped and there are some zits that cannot be helped. Here's an example of a zit that can't be helped. Okay, when you got a zit like that, maybe you can cover it up with your hair. Some people I've seen actually would use a Band-Aid. But here's the only other option for having a zit like that. It's paper bag time. And get the dermatologist on speed dial and hang out in the basement until things clear up a little bit. Never pop a zit because it will leave a scar on your face, and the only way that you can get rid of a deep acne scar is surgery, laser surgery. So you want to keep your face clean. Even though your face may be broken out, you want to use a moisturizer, because if you don't, it's going to be like a desert. So the benzoyl peroxide, if that's what you're using, is very drying. So you really need to use a moisturizer, an oil-free one that won't complicate things, like Clean and Clear Oil-Free Morning Glow Moisturizer. That's a good one. It's got an SPF in there of 15, which is important too. Yeah, and don't just put the concealer on the spot where the zit is and not use foundation, because it'll kind of look like this. It'll be like connect the dots time, and that's not cool either. Alright, so I like to use a creamy makeup when I have a zit problem. Something like this CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. This is for old people like me. But they have stuff for younger people too. It's just like, creamy. Like chocolate pudding, but it's makeup. And where I like to put my foundation on first. And then I like to go in with the concealer, because a lot of people do the concealer first, and the concealer gets wiped off when the foundation goes on, especially if you use a brush. Alright, now you could also use like these little concealer sticks, then you don't even have to use a brush. If you do something like that, I would just put it on and then blend it out. Blending is the most important thing that you can do. Most important, otherwise you'll be connect the dots. The second most important thing that you need to do is you need to get one of these long-wearing powders, and you need to set your foundation and your concealer. Otherwise, it's just going to come off. And then how embarrassing is that? You go somewhere, you start looking out good, and then by the end, it's like, oh my god, these spots are erupting from underneath my makeup. Now, the way that you do the powder, you don't smush it on everywhere. What I like to do is I just like to stipple it on, because if you're like scrubbing away, you're taking all of the cover off. You just need to dab it like this, and that also helps make it look more natural to blend it. So that's what you do. You put some face colored makeup over it. You're welcome.